Welcome to Solar FPV. This one's going to be another great episode because there's going to be lots of Acro flying and lots of FPV. And if you don't want to watch just this little bit about the damage report after all the flying I did the other day, just fast forward. But anyway, thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. And let's start with this thing. This is my red-eye twig. It's got, it's been flying pretty good. Everything's great. There's nothing bad about it. It's had a little damage. I had to fix it with some epoxy because, double component epoxy because the arm is kind of delaminated because of a crash. So I just kind of opened that delamination up and put epoxy inside as best as I could. Put it back together, put some electrical tape around it just to sort of give it some tension. And then with these small things, so I don't know if you can see it, but let's just take it off here. Little damage report here. Well, it's a little breakage, but I think it will be okay. Now, also to use this electrical tape is because then I can peel it off, and the wires from the motors will, I'll put the electrical tape underneath to start with and then on top, and then that way the motor wires are not glued to the frame in case I want to change frame, because I just ordered a new frame. The frame is pretty cheap. It's the Apro 125 Plus, and you can get it at AliExpress. It comes with this crappy TPU mount, which you can, imagine that there, then you'll be able to find it. I'm going to try and see if I can make some affiliate links in the video at no extra cost to you, but it's just easier for you to find. And if you buy, maybe the frame, the motors, or props, or camera, or canopy, or anything from this little build, maybe the tape, then you'll support the channel and me, and that's good for me, and it's also good for you because then you don't have to go and search for these things, because these things work pretty hard to find. This is actually a canopy from another frame, so all in all, this build has cost way over $180 by now because of stuff you just either have to have in your workshop, or the build itself is $162 US dollars with shipping and everything for the parts right now, I just checked today as this video comes out. So it's not what you would call a cheap build, and I wouldn't advise anyone who's just starting in FPV to actually start doing this, but get maybe the Sailfly or some other older F4 based Toothpick drone. They're on sale. It'll give you a great entry start into the world of FPV. If you're able to build your own quads, then check out my list. It's down below. If you, description about the video, click down, and then that's where the list of these parts are going to be. I'll just name what the parts are. It's the Apro 125 carbon frame. It's a 1mm frame. It's very flexy, which means when it crashes, it just mostly bounces, but it can delaminate in hard crashes. I crashed this one pretty hard, as you'll see in the video. I should also mention that I'm rocking the Diatone Mamba 1103 motors, 12,000 kV. They work great on 1S and they work really great on 2S as well. They're rated all the way up to 3S, I think. I'm not sure, but you can check it out also in the description below. The propellers are racer style propellers, but they're actually made by Gemfan, and they're still made by Gemfan, so you can get them if you want quad blades on. Otherwise, you can fly this with the HQ props, these ones, or you could also fly them maybe with some larger ones, because it can actually take more than 65mm. I'm just going to show you some prop variations that you could use on this. These ones, they could fit. They fit perfectly as well. Gets it more oomph, especially on 2S. This would probably be the blade to use. It's a little heavy, well, not so heavy. Definitely gives it more power, but on 1S, I think these 2-inch from Gemfan, or these ones from HQ, are pretty good. This is a little on the, light side. So if you can make this a lighter build somehow, maybe using smaller screws and a different canopy like this one, but it's very open. I don't really like that, because I have my VTX in there, and I don't want branches getting in, or water getting in. So this would be a possibility though. I have tried it on this. It makes quite a lot of noise on this. With these blades, it's just absolutely quiet, as you saw in the last video. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. For mounting the battery, I use these kind of elastic bands. You can buy in bulk, like this. I just found them in the supermarket, actually. But I think you can find them in a dollar store as well. They're great. That's just how I put them on. I do this kind of trick that Nick Burns also does. Hope you can figure that out. You kind of have to work it around this and then the other way. Yeah. But this is drying right now because I just gave it some epoxy. For epoxy, I use some of the, sometimes use this. This is quick drying epoxy, 2K 90 seconds. But this time I'm gonna, because it did delaminate a lot, I used real laminating epoxy, double component. This stuff, laminating epoxy, and it comes with a hardener as well. So like this. Yeah, and it's from Sweden, I think. And I just mixed up a little batch, and then now it has to dry, unfortunately. But I don't think I'm going to be patient enough to wait for it to dry, and that's why I taped it as well. I'm going to give it some more tape, and then I'm going to go flying it. What else can I mention? Oh yeah, this has been my daily radio, go-to radio ever since I got it. I haven't used my Tyrannus at all. I don't know what the range is. Really, I haven't tested that, but I fly in this football field, and I can fly all the way around the football field with the Eachine Nano VTX V2 that goes up to 400 milliwatts. I have no issues with the picture at all, and the antenna is way up. It's nice. It's also zip tied in. I mean, what's not to like about the FC is the Crazy Bee F4 Pro, the HD version that comes with the D8 receiver for FR Sky. D8. This one can do the D8. You could also put on your own S-Bus receiver if you want that extra weight. Maybe you only want to rock it on 2S, so then you could definitely do that. It will have more than enough power to do that. But I did fly at 2S, and I did crash it as well, and I think that's why it kind of broke. It's just a little bit too fast, I guess. Flies great, as you'll see in the FPV footage. So let's just cut to that. Oh. Just one more thing. For batteries, I have been using these Good 1100 milliamp ADC high voltage batteries, and it flies really great with these. So this is kind of a good toothpick battery. It's kind of light, and it does seem to have the 1100 milliamps. I've been using this for 20 flights on each battery, and that's not a lot for a battery, so don't take my word for it that these are going to last. But for now, and I mean, I don't charge these up to high voltage. I just charge them up normal voltage, 4.2. And other than that, then I have been using these ones. These old Eachine ones, 25C, 600 milliamps. Flies great on those. But then I've been using these ones as well, that are 50 to 100C. Flies really well on those. This is what I used for 2S, because it kind of, the weight is kind of in comparison to this. So, and these are pretty heavy. What else have I been flying it on? Well, the better versions of these Eachine ones, but these are really old, and I thought, I might as well just fly with these. And you can see this has got a different kind of connector, so I had to make a little thing like this to be able to connect it to this, because I didn't want to. I've tried these connectors before. They seem to be okay, but they do seem to burn up pretty quickly. And it does give some resistance, of course. The setup with this is just much, much better. But with these, it is doable. It is flyable. such a great day. I got so many good flights in. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more FPV and RC related content, and comment down below. Ask me any questions if you want. I've made a bunch of affiliated links down below so you can find all these parts in case you want to build one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching right to the end. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and as always, fly hard.